As a retirement plan advisor, I know wholesalers tell you every day that their firm now offers target date solutions. With so many companies entering this space, I'd like to take a little time to tell you about what makes John Hancock's retirement living strategy different and why we are a long-standing leader in the target date space. Mr. Advisor, if you can flip with me to the second page, there are 5 main differentiators that I would like to highlight with you in the next 8 minutes. First, retirement living is an open architecture platform. John Hancock utilizes a dual objective glide path that's focused on participant success rates. We value the depth of diversification in these asset allocation strategies and have a history of leadership in the global asset allocation space. And lastly, we're able to provide all of this with a lower cost. So let's dive in deeper to our open architecture platform. When utilizing John Hancock's retirement living strategy, you're not exposing your clients to just one management team or one management style, and clients don't bear the risk of being exposed to just one house view. Instead, your clients are going to be exposed to brand name managers like Franklin Templeton, T. Rowe Price, and Boston Partners, and also boutique firms like Baillie Gifford, Stone Harbor Investments, and Brandywine Global. In fact, by choosing John Hancock, you're allocating your clients to 23 of the best asset managers in the world. John Hancock has a dual mandate glide path, and as I mentioned earlier, we measure success of a target date fund by participant outcomes. Now, anyone who's either retired or looking to retire has 2 timeframes in mind. The first is how long until you retire, and the second is how long do you need to make your money last. These 2 timeframes dictate our dual mandate that our glide path was built for, to maximize wealth during accumulation and to mitigate the risk of running out of money while retirees are making withdrawals. The result is that retirement living has more equity exposure than our peers to maximize wealth, and more alternative exposure than our peers to protect retirees when they're most vulnerable, which is when they're taking withdrawals. The 3 numbers I would like you to remember are 95%, 50%, and 25%. 95% is the equity exposure starting out in our 2055 fund. 50% is equity exposure at retirement age 65 in most cases. And 25% is the equity exposure when the strategy levels off with equities at 20 years after retirement at age 85. If we can flip ahead to deeper diversification, I'd like to show you how retirement living protects clients from market shocks through diverse asset classes that are utilized in this strategy. While some mutual fund companies can only choose underlying funds offered on their platform, John Hancock has the ability to go out and find the best of the best managers in asset classes where an opportunity is identified on a rolling 5-year time horizon. This gives us the ability to utilize asset classes like global bond, bank loan, multi-sector strategies, and multiple domestic equity buckets, just to mention a few. We also mentioned how we utilize alternatives. This is actually a key differentiator for John Hancock. We were one of the earliest implementers of alternatives in our asset allocations, beginning in 1997. And we continue to utilize alternatives and defensive equity to protect clients. Each of our retirement living strategies has 14 to 18% allocated to this space. With as much as 95% of plan assets going into target date funds, we realize how important it is to deeply diversify these strategies in both asset classes and asset management teams. John Hancock is a pioneer in the asset allocation space. Beginning with Bob Boyda and Steve Medina, our manager of managers approach dates back to 1995. So you can be rest assured that we are not newcomers to asset allocation, but a dedicated team with a time-tested process and the experience of multiple market cycles. Target date is the most important strategy chosen for any retirement plan. Why not choose a team with this level of client focus, expertise, and scale? In fact, John Hancock is the largest manager of target risk portfolios in the United States. And this scale has given us the ability to lower our cost. A year ago, we lowered our fees by as much as 25%. We strive to not only be cost effective, but easy to do business with, and offer 7 different share classes for each of our retirement living funds to meet all revenue share needs you may have. And these fees are flat regardless of which record keeper you choose to partner with. Now, low fees don't mean anything unless they're able to produce success for participant outcomes. And that's where performance comes in. And retirement living really speaks for itself. Taking a look at our 1, 3, and 5-year numbers, we consistently outperform the benchmark in each of our strategies. Just to summarize, the 5 different differentiators for John Hancock Retirement Living Strategies is our open architecture platform, focusing on bringing the best asset managers, both brand names and boutique shops, to give exposure to plan participants, our dual objective glide path to maximize during accumulation and mitigate longevity risk, our focus on the depth of diversification, highlighted by our alternative and defensive equity exposure, protecting retirees while they take withdrawals, our legacy of being a pioneer in the global asset allocation space, and our low cost and performance numbers. I'd love the opportunity to compete in any upcoming plan lineups you are looking to allocate for January 1st. Thank you for your time.